Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is going to be a really weird-ass stream. I do not know what to expect from this, but holy shit. Also, really glad my eyeshadow's not being picked up by the green screen that occurred to me as I was sitting down. That might be a problem. And it's not. Well, I am Bird. Nice to meet you. Hey, Prop, what's up? And Ashley. Yeah, so... I was doing a makeup test. I hadn't decided what makeup I wanted to do for my Loop cosplay for PAX this weekend. Is when I did the initial test of things, I did like browns and golds, and it looked really good, but I was like, I feel like Loop might be a little flashier than that. What color could I do? I was like, teal. Teal would work. So I tested that out. I like it. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. You guys love them. Thank you. Yep. These are my beautiful eyelids. Got teal and silver stuff going on. So I might do this on Saturday. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it goes. Cheap, I'm a sheep. Yes. Hey, Orange, what's up? All right, so for 2 Hour Thursday this week, we're going to do something that I don't remember who first suggested it. I want to say it was Adam, but I'm not positive. I believe this came up while we were doing the initial Danganronpa run. That, like, yeah, this would be a thing that could be hilarious to play. We're gonna play Aviary Attorney. The whole game looks like this. This old-timey art style. And it's like Phoenix Wright, but with birds, I guess. Something like that. So, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. It was on sale. The Steam sale that happened recently. So I couldn't not. This is where we're at. So, I hope you guys are ready for this. Because I'm certainly not. And we're gonna experience this together. And I'll probably need to turn down audio. Even just that little clicking sound is making me think I'm gonna need lower stuff. Okay. Oh, but bump that text speed up. That's gonna be that's gonna kill me. Alright. This is a much more reasonable volume. So I was like, hey, Shatsy, what's up? Life's good. Get ready to go to a convention to just go to it for the first time in 4 years. And I am really fucking pumped for it. New game. I still need to pack, so we'll actually, like, end the stream on time today. Here we go. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau something. There's going to be a lot of names I just can't read in this. We're at a chateau. Let's say, oh! He dead. He very dead. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh, mon dieu. Oh my god, do not make me do this the whole time. Jesus. Dame Cataline, what have you done? Alright, well, okay, so we already know who did it? Is that what's happening? A cat with claws. Act 1. Frog murder most foul. Oh my god, I can't. This is where we're at. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. Too early for worms. Give me the fucking wine. Fucking love it. Oh god. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? Oh god, there's a thing. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. I have to decide voices for birds now. I can't even. I gotta like figure out who they are before I can come up with one. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Spousen. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial's in 3 days' time. It would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, a bunch of words. A cat. Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Have you had non-serious clients? Why does it have hands? I didn't even hands. This is terrifying. Drink for bird hands. Oh my god. Not just that. The Demao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Nope. Of course. Of course, it would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. No, you could say fingers, because that one definitely has fingers. You can even still kind of see them to the side of me right now. There's fingers there. This is not okay. God, hey, Suelio. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at the place. That I will not be able to say, especially after I have a couple drinks. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Senor Demel's letter first. One moment, Falcon. All right. Pertoire's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Cool. All right. Neat. You may access the evidence folder anytime by clicking the suitcase symbol. Nailed it. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. Wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas. Yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. Cool. You may not see how much money he is carrying. Oh my god, is money gonna become a thing that we have to worry about? Shit. I do not like the idea of that. Let's make a move. God, do all the birds have fingers? Oh my god. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location, name, or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like manage time and stuff. Also, I gotta address my camera having darkened up for whatever reason. Let me just mess around with this for a second. This is gonna be a thing. That looks much better. Stay there, please, camera. Okay. Areas marked with the clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Hot damn. Alright, so this is home. This is a clock symbol. For centuries, the infamous prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Alright, well, we're going there, and I guess we're taking a whole day. You really drinks cut over to another corner. It blends a bit into the text box. Yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a good place to put it. We can try doing it up here, but I feel like a lot of the game... Whoa, I just fucking resized that shit. I went to drag it. I think it's gonna be a problem no matter what, so we might just get rid of it. But I'll try to pay attention. Alright, let's go to the prison. Or maybe... I'll leave it in the text box. Here we go. And I'll just change the color. We'll put it back where it was. And we'll just make things a little different. It'll be fine. That one. Nope. Color. Black. Nailed it. Select color. Black. Perfect. Now we can just leave it there, because I don't think it's going to work well much of anywhere else. Beautiful. Solved it. Falcon and Sparrowson step under the stone-cold foyer of the prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. The conciergerie. I hate that I'm going to have to say this word. I'm still not saying it right, I'm sure. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Okay, yes. Very well-mannered. Is this... I'm so uncomfortable with all of these birds. I still don't like that I can see that one's hands! Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Mao. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Oh my Jesus. It's got like full-on legs! It's got regular legs! It's regular legs! Everybody drink! Guess it's like a mashup of concierge and lingerie. That's what it looks like, and that's my problem with it. The bird has legs. Oh my god. Sigh. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Why? Let her keep all of her shit? Dame Cataline de Mao, I presume? You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. The lady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. They weren't available on such short notice, so we hired the first people in the address directory. All right. Fuck off. Oh. You see, Falcon, I told you any listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. For instance, did you actually murder this person, frog thing? I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Why you're here? What happened? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had just arrived at the chateau, the home of Great Baron Great Baron. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with the camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, what man? A man with a what took your what? Oh, God. Camera, it's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think a lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera's been added to your evidence folder. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open, like a bad biology experiment. Considering how these birds work, are we even sure the frog had frog legs? No, I don't know anything at this point. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. Must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Is there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Caroline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest, my man couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roar, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Gouline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, until, he died. And there was Monsieur why was these names? Rabitio de Rubinio, the man with the camera. But he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Yes, I don't need to click on all these things. Like, I'm going to ask you all the questions. Caroline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I am afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. Yeah, drink for difficult names. Every time I go, fuck that name. We'll drink. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Dame Caroline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please. For me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added. I have a literal red herring in my evidence folder. Literal red herring. Bloody steak has been added. Spencer, remind me not to let you talk to my clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. What? No cutlery, even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the Great Baron of Chateau Crinieri would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. Well, that is a little weird. That is a little peculiar. Is there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to the chateau and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. We should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Rabitio de Rubinio. Yeah, they're gonna end up with fucking nicknames. I just have to keep them straight. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. Oh, trust me. It will be much more complicated than we expect. But we should get We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you?
I believe in justice. Tim Catalina, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice.
That's good to hear.
You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. Fuck it, she's not going anywhere. It's fine. Hey, Rick. Alyssa's sending me her reaction to 66. I feel like you're not trying. I know. Alright, anyways, it's fine. It's totally fine. Might not want to work on. You might want to work on being less of a. How to put it? I don't know how to say that or what that means. Something French. Drink for French things. Serving justice makes me a thing I can't say. Oh god, there's another one. Then I'll wear that title proudly. I want to know what that means, but not enough to stop to look it up. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron R. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Oh yes. Not particularly. Fuck. Well, as for me, I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. So we're going to start compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Alright, I haven't actually met any of these people, or creatures, but that's fine. Let's make a move. Son of a bitch. Alright, I mean, I'm down with that. Game saves automatically at the start of each new day. Cool. Oh god. Well, those are going to take full days, so this better be easy. You can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu. Yep. Neat. Alright, so let's go to... See, which one do I want to go to first? Because I only got 2 days, and these are each going to take a full day. So... I need to be careful here. Delete because I thought I was a PM. Whoa. Did somebody post something they weren't supposed to? Alright, so, okay. There's the home of the photographer. Like, see, part of it is like, do I want to go to the scene of the crime first so I know what to bother the photographer about? Or do I want to go to the photographer and see if he's got anything that I know I should look for while I'm here? So, we're going to go to the scene of the murder first. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside the chateau. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows.
Excusez-moi, monsieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? And I suppose you'd happen to have some spare change.
20 francs in your wallet, what will you do? Shit. I will give you a franc. Maybe you'll have information for me later. Here you go. Stay safe, madame.
Many thanks to you, messieurs.
Okay. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I going to do? Standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of the chateau.
Whoa, look at this place. Baron R must be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. That is a diverse portfolio. The Baron owns a little bit of everything, the side of the Seine.
Is he here right now?
Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. Oh god, is it a fucking lion? But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron, we'd like a word.
Fuck this. Fuck your bird hands. How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Oh, you look like a douche. Did I hear my name? Great Baron, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? I don't want to lie. He's gonna know. That is a top hat, it is. Not quite. I'm a private attorney, J.J. Falcon. This is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. What the fuck? Do you know who he was, Sparrowson?
Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that.
What may I do for you, messieurs? Doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. Suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself?
Actually, yes. That would be fantastic.
Will be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That'll be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident. Drink, everybody drink.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
Afraid not. To my understanding, that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
It's no good to us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations.
Where shall we go first? Let's check the garden.
Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing.
Crime scene investigation thing? I'm waiting to hear, like, the sound of investigation start from Danganronpa. It's not coming, and I feel like I'm going to be a little disappointed with that letdown.
Yeah, you know the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail?
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
It's not a bad suggestion. It would be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you're free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest. Falcon will examine it in closer detail. With everything just being, like, black and white, this is going to be really irritating. We've had enough, or when you find nothing else to examine, click on the X. Select an area to examine it. Alright. Look at that.
Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
That's unfortunate.
Yep, eventually realized it was just filling up on horse nerves. Oh my god.
Terrible. Drink for that fucking awful pun thing. Alright, let's look at the stairs. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died.
You see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood written with the frog's last breath?
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. Gross. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from this bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Cool.
Start at the top of the staircase. Finally crafted horse statue made almost looks lifelike. When you say it behooves you to stroke it, I'm gonna murder this bird.
I'm done with that episode, and I fucking hate you for introducing me to this thing. It's causing all the feels. Rick, if you can hear me, that animatic I sent you, you should send it to Alyssa. Assuming you're done with 66, right? No. Let's do with the finale when that episode left me with that many feels. Oh, if you felt a lot of feels from that, like, you knew that was coming. Anyways, it's fine. We're gonna go back to this. No, I would not. Okay. Sure, look at the fountain. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in and take a closer look, just to be sure.
I suppose we should.
I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
Me? No way. If you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Your birds fly up there, although I guess you have hands. So...
yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it?
Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, you go for a swim. So will it be heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles?
It's the game I'm sure picks, picks the opposite of whatever I do. Plant squiggles. It's called a wreath, Sparrowson. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles.
Here I go.
It's heads. Should have gone with the old Emperor Falcon. Well, old Emperor Falcon. Fine, hold my shoes. Falcon should really learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. Yeah, there we go. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. My hat's all flat. You're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky and it smells weird. Don't tell me you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron R. Correct. That shouldn't be too surprising. It's his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence. Is there anything else we should do here? Probably not. I don't think there's anything else. It won't let me re-click on anything. It's just these two things. I'm not worried about them at all. But I feel like I have to click them. Baron certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddle his horseback riding. I agree with you. Alright, here's this thing. Horse statue. This one has a goofy face. Reminds me of a joke. Horse walks into a bar. The barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, we've all heard that one. What? No, the barkeep says, "You gotta stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." Oh my god. I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Oh. Alright, I think we're done here. Good call, but are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Let's go to the lounge. What are you? Is that a giraffe? Because I can't see your head. What are you doing? Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
Housemaid totally just did something shifty.
Yeah, I know. Shifty?
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Ah! Yes, are you two policemen?
No, we're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon.
And I'm Sparrison. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duhat. So, what can I help you, messieurs, with today?
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine. Just let me grab a chair.
That's so much better.
That's better. What was it you wanted to ask?
This is where the photograph was taken. I'm not sure I expected a bird lawyer game to do anything other than make animal puns. I know! I don't know why I'm still disappointed by it. Looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see, the cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location.
Well, that's oddly specific. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know the painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. I mean, that it doesn't have any hands. The clock has no hands. Okay, I couldn't tell if it was just an artifact of the drawing or if it actually didn't have hands.
Oh, that clock never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron R just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Cool.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
Is there something we should know? You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week.
Pressure! You sure there isn't anything you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. It means we help people get away with criminal acts.
No! That's not what that means. Right, and... Wait, what? No! That is not an accurate job description, Sparrowson.
Isn't it? Oh, what do we do then?
I'll tell you later.
Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask?
That's all, I guess. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help.
It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. I mean, I tried to. See, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and, well, never mind. I'm rambling.
It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps?
You know about that? I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. Yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery solved, at least. Alright, well, now we know where the missing silverware went.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust by fucking getting caught stealing.
He's not been kind enough for you to not steal.
Where to next, Big Bird? Alright, main hall. God damn.
Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a good look, thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide.
What happened on the night of the murder?
Baron, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble?
We'll say not at all. Maybe he'll be more honest.
No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think about it. The guest arrived at 5 o'clock. We all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. Photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken.
Alright, so that's 30 minutes that's unaccounted for with the photographer. My housemate discovered the crime scene soon after that. Okay, well that's suspicious as fuck. But I mean, the frog had to be there for the picture. I see. Something else I can help you, messieurs, with? About your housemaid. Like, I don't want to accidentally rat her out. That's not what I'm doing right here. But I'm hoping there might be more information. We met your housemaid, Colleen. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Yes, she was quite helpful. Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else? Nope, we're just gonna peace out. I think it'll be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
It was my pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs.
Alright, cool. Peacing out. Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry, if everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just wing it. Oh, fuck, drink. No.
Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
Do you sleep at the office? A new day. Alright, let's go to the photographer. Or to next Big Bird, chat with Snuffleupagus, or head down to Oscar the Grouch's trash hut. I know, right? So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? There's a note. There's a note on the door. I should just read things before I have my own thoughts. Ahem. The magnificent, marvelous artist, Monsieur Thing I Can't Say Drink, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. Fuck that. Go in. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? You don't sleep at the office? No! I mean, no. Technically, I work from home, so my home is my office, so I guess technically. Rick sent me the thing and it made the feels a billion times worse. I'm glad. Everyone else needs to feel all the feels that I felt and had to feel them alone. Oh, man. I think it means that he is a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? Break in! We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. I panicked because I heard it and I registered it as a knock and I went, oh god, the dogs are gonna bark. Except it's all in game and it's fine. Nope, doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We gotta. We should break in. What? Are you serious? I am absolutely fucking serious. I'm crying. Oh my god, this part is making me cry. Oh, sweetheart, you were gonna have a rough time in the finale. This wasn't even supposed to be the sad thing. Oh, listen, you knew this shit was happening. You knew this had to happen. You knew it had to happen. You've heard all of these things before, just not in this order. Okay, anyways. Maybe. Sure, JJ Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? You said it, he agreed. That's the discussion. What in bird Jesus' name was that? Bird Jesus? You said you wanted to break in! Thought we would find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Now we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky? I was gonna say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. The sound of the door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Oh god. There. Chemicals. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. Okay. Where else do I got things?
There's a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Oh, God. Drink for that one, too. Hey, Falcon, look! What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. Oh. Oh, wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. Okay, I didn't realize it was just them. I thought it was the business people. So yeah, the photographer could have totally murdered the frog. Is there an option to just straight up beat the shit out of Sparrowson? I wish. That would be so great if that was a thing. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Caroline, and I think that one's Seigneur Pertois, Caroline's father. I didn't know he was there. So what shall we do? Do we just take this? We should leave it. No, that would be a big mistake. Every half-competent lawyer knows that stolen property can't be used as evidence. So we learned some valuable information by seeing this photograph in person. Suppose so. I mean, we did break in. We're already on that road. Is there anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. I don't want to click on other photos, so I think we can just leave. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Oh! Oh, mon Dieu, what happened to my door? We found it like this. Some kids did it, little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were like, let's break into this art guy's house. We were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. I already forgot what voice I did for him a second ago. God damn it. Let's make a move. The trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. Woo! Okay. So I guess we're going to court. I guess. Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palace de Justice, waiting the opening of the tribunal de grande instance. You nervous, Falcon? Nope. Nope, we've got this case in the bag. Actually, I know nothing right now. In the slightest. Look at my feathers. See? Totally unruffled. Wow, well, at least one of us is feeling confident.
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do?
Tell the fucking truth. Don't say anything. Don't answer questions that you aren't actually asked. No, we've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
Yeah, no, like, you couldn't have killed him because you were getting your photograph taken. So, like, you're fine. Ooh, excuse me.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Let's move it along, fellas.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Are we ready? No, we're not. Yeah, we're ready. God. You can tell if I accidentally speedrun this or if it was fun. If this is totally the way it's supposed to go. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everyone here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabington present. Ready is prosecution, Your Honor. They're ready. Whoa.
Oh, darn it. That's not it. Oh, gosh. Where are my notes?
Ha, I knew it. Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No, he always scores the second worst marks in the class.
Okay, were you the worst marks, though?
I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his 2 rabbit's feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. You needed notes for that.
Are the jury all present?
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Oh, God. This, whatever animal this is, it looks like it is not going to take any bullshit.
Jesus, and this ostrich is... They blink. God, this is so weird. Okay. Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members for the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8? Oh, the superheads with the funny hats are assurers, the associate judges. I'm gonna drink for not knowing that word. I think this should be in order, so let us begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline Dumau. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volerty, to the witness stand. Inspector Volerty, please approach the stand and recite the oath. You don't even have sleeves that fit all the way. Or do you have an eye fucking patch? Oh my god, you do. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Why did it tell me to pick a voice volume if there's no goddamn voices? Finish paying nanny taxes. What is inconceivable to me is why both the feds and the state make it so difficult for me to throw money at them. Yeah. Yeah. But sure, no, Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Just Valerti. I am a servant of the law, scourge of the gutter rats that plague this city. I totally am getting a pirate vibe from this. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice. What the fuck? My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, so we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. Bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That's correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival? Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron R. The scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline Dumau. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Well, it sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloodied paws? Nobody told me that detail. Yeah, we did not get a lot of investigation going on this. Feel like you'll be dealing with the Viridian thing at some point? Probably. Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. It's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in the testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge, jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question. Fucking blood on her paws. Let's do that. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws. Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. How much blood was there? How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector? Enough for it to be clear she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. You noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth. Oh, God. Her mouth? How vile. Inspector's answer seems pretty definitive. Yes, I have more questions. Whose blood was it? I mean, like, you don't know it was his? But, like, I guess we'll say never mind. I know it's good to back out when you think a line of questioning might go anywhere, but sometimes you have to take a risk. Oh, goddamn. What are you saying? Something about the inspector's blood description doesn't sit right with me. Okay. Well, fine then. We'll go back to it. I don't know if it's gonna punish me for asking about things I shouldn't. Whose blood was it? Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course. How can you be so sure? I object. The line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. Blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille? I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim. Where did the blood come from? The steak! Thank God! Alright. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Rappington? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the, menu.
I can hear the conviction in your voice. I don't thank you. Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
Well... Oh, wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
It is a possibility.
No.
Intriguing. Pretty convincing. Gained a little favor with the jury. Yay! Cool. So, Inspector Volerty, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Caroline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Caroline to eat with her paws. They're missing silverware. There we go. Dame Caroline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household has previously been stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
Weren't aware of anything missing from our residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron R. approached us about this very subject last night. Innocent, perhaps? What a twist! Yes. What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak, misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. It is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oh, shots fired.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Shots fucking fired by this judge. Drink for that sass.
Fine, so be it, messieurs. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready?
Yes, yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Rubino, drink for the fucking name, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder, who is missing.
Monsieur, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Okay. Oh, except they're not missing. We did run into him after I broke into his house. Neat. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur, a name I cannot even pronounce myself. That is how fabulous it is. Cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture the very essence. Je suis l'artiste, très un pipe. You may have seen my works in hit magazines La Brance, or say something else. Fucking, I can't say that word. I can send you tweets if you like. Let's call him Robbie. Yes, Robbie. Which means I need to call him Pringles. Anyways, what on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, yes, your works are very, impressive, Monsieur, Robbie. But let's get down to business. We got some Huns to defeat. I'm gonna make that joke every fucking time. Could you tell us what your activities were on the night of the murder?
Very well. I was hired by Baron R to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Except it was just like 3 people. Then I billed Baron R and left.
Like a true artist. And, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so you could all see them for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. This is a different picture than we saw on the easel. So now you are instantly suspicious as all fuck.
My word. Let's see.
Who's saying this? Rabington. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? Let's see. Who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron R, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Senor Pierre Dumar, the father of the defendant, Dame Caroline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen DeHart, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, 2 people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Caroline. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, what's really suspicious is the picture's fucking different.
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that we're in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Okay, but there's not hands on the fucking clock. So this is all fucking staged, and Robbie's in on it, or Robbie fucking did it. I don't know. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself. Falcon, something is fishy. Yeah, I know. The jail cell, Dame Cataline told us she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Rubinio's photograph. That's true, but I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that much of Rubino's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Now I regret not taking the photograph, and I'm afraid it's going to be a problem. Very well, the defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. Like, he's got inks and stuff. He could paint shit. Alright, select a statement to question. We're gonna talk about the photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Drink. I know I didn't actually sing it, but I gotta. Why is it in black and white? I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Rubino, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible! I just told you, monsieur, the camera is a perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produced are flawless. Malkin, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Fucking... I mean, it's also this, but let's start with this. Let's start with this one. This I have concrete evidence for. The clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? Defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Rabbington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. Boom. Nailed it. Shots fired. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of the chateau has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron or his housemaid about it if you have doubts. Monsieur Rubinio, how do you... Oh, Robbie. Fucking, we're calling him Robbie. I fucked up his nickname. Drink for that. How do you explain this discrepancy? I forgot which one. I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error precisely where the clock's hand should be. Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robbie, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handleless clock in the photographs just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Fucking, I don't know. Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robbie created a perfect alibi. Yeah, of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robbie coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers. I forgot how to use words. Fine, Fine, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I am just admitting that I am guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered by whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Robbie, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's questions. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robbie, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. You take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artiste. Good day, messieurs. Okay, well, Intriguing. Pretty gained a little favor. This is good. So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabbitine. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence. Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were edited too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pertois de Mal, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for the Signor Pertois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron R deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Oh, that is exactly what I'm fucking suggesting. Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet, which means it's right. The Baron is a pillar of the community. He would never do such a thing. He would absolutely do such a thing. For that reason. Mr. Rabbitton, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, mayhaps I should offer my opinion? Oh god, it's this fucker. Okay. Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet. So you would think, prosecutor, that, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. Incompetence? Indeed, let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. I trust the defense has no objections. Nope, no objections here. Fantastic. Oh, before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear of prejudice, etc., etc. This courtroom is super chill. I know, it's way more chill than the courtrooms we've previously been in on streams. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Okay, Baron, on the night of the initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Pertois, Monsieur Robbie, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here. I would like to cross-examine the witness. You doubt my integrity, garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well. Hit me with your best shot. No, I'm not going to do it. Let's establish with absolute certainty that I, Bernard, am an honest man. This isn't a class trial. Alyssa, I can't... Yes. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Alright. What do we want to question? Dinner. Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left. Okay. That... Yes. I mean, it didn't go super magnificently. It didn't have fucking silverware. Not enough truth bullets, I know. It's an upper class trial. Oh, prop! Oh, we got a drink for that. That was bad. Alright. I guess we'll start with the housemaid. What do we got? I mean, the housemaid is already a little sketchy. We know she's stealing stuff, so, like, what else is she lying about? You don't know that he went to the garden. I mean, like, we know that's where he found him, but okay, let's start with the housemaid. I keep wanting to do that. Bernard, I have a couple of questions about your housemaid, Colleen. Does she smoke? We'll establish that it's not hers. Does your housemaid smoke cigars? Well, that question came out of the left field. Definitely not. Mademoiselle detests the smell of tobacco. I see. Putting together a bigger picture, are we? Yes, I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. You have another question about the housemaid? No. Second thoughts, we've talked about the housemaid enough already, haven't we? Let's change the subject. We'll establish if he smokes, and then we'll go to the garden. Bernard, I have some questions about Monsieur Grenouille. God rest his soul. Why did he visit the garden? Why did Monsieur Grenouille leave to visit the garden? I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear. Oh, I see, but that is quite coincidental timing, isn't it? How so? Monsieur Grenouille felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived, and just before the murder occurred. One might draw a link between the food and the sickness. Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Grenouille's food was poisoned in some way. I'm not. No, there's nothing to indicate poisoning. I just found the timing somewhat puzzling. There's nothing puzzling about it. Monsieur Grenouille always had a soft stomach. It's really no surprise that he couldn't keep down a good rare steak. Yes? What was your relation to him? I want to establish that he couldn't have been smoking. What was your relation to Monsieur Grenouille prior to his demise? We were business partners. Monsieur Grenouille, Signor Pertois, and myself all owned a third share in an up-and-coming railway company. Excuse the crassness of the question, but that means you and Signor Pertois now own half of the company each, correct? Correct. I suppose it's a slight glimmer of benefit that arose from this foul situation. But Monsieur, you must understand that Monsieur Grenouille and I were friends as much as we were business associates. I mourn the man's passing. Of course. No. Garden. Saw the murder scene, your garden for ourselves. When was the last time you visited it? When was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my garden for years. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what I needed. Gotcha. Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but I'm calling you a fucking liar. We have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold! Show the court the so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. Fucking your goddamn cigar. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred. So you just, like, stabbed him, like you're casually smoking your cigar. Stab the dude, and then just, like, toss it and walk away. A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and... Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself. Okay, sorry, Baron. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. See, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. See, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I'd find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience. And a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron R., deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? What illicit activities would those be? Fucking murder? You want me to spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron R., murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen. This is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity. We literally just established all of those. All of them. No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Rabington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron R as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robbie confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous! And finally, the Baron had opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was unaware of the missing silverware, yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite the ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, you're going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminating evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, and he didn't dare take it with him, but he didn't have time to just properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Pertois de Meaux, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Last name Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage, Judge. I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there was only one outrage here. Oh shit, it got closer. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, Garçon, the utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. Alright, fun random tidbit. In my improv class the other day, we had to, like, randomly, like, come up with, like, random, careers, occupations, whatever, like, in split seconds, and then, like, a whole group had to, like, mime it out so the other group could figure it out, and we're in our group, we had 3 seconds to figure it out, and one dude just shouts, philanthropist. How would you mime being a philanthropist? That shit's hard. Yes, drink for story time. Okay. I'm nothing like that fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. Oh. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp, I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damn frog. Womp womp. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. Hot damn. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in a manner of speaking, to be honest, no. I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you. I just hope it was enough. It has to be! What do you mean? You just proved Catalin's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Sparrow said, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Catalin's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there's a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I'm not sure I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously define the defendant, Dame Cataline Dumau, to be not guilty. Hey! Nailed it. Drink.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it!
I suppose we did, didn't we? Should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. Woo! Celebrate! You did it, Falcon, with your weird, creepy bird hands. 100 bits for justice! Also drink for the bits. You did it, Falcon! I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it was nothing.
I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Spoutson and I just worked at unveiling the truth given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over.
Oh god, did she actually do it? Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh wow, I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you.
She or her dad did it. Oh my god. I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. Fuck!
I saw him in the garden all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity.
It was nothing personal, just business, you understand? What the fuck? Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron R's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. Expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur R's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur R to paint me over Baron R and to add hands to the clock. That lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative because that could have gone pretty badly.
Oh my god! This is the first time I think... fuck!
Was I supposed to get a guilty verdict? What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
Oh my Jesus Christ. I think you should leave.
fine. So much for celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, Petit Sparrowson. Oh my Jesus H. Christ. How much money do I have now? She only paid me 40 francs for that? It's Kaede all over again. I know. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? Yeah, I guess I wish to continue. January 7th. Okay, so it's like 6 days later. I'm really torn about that. Now we're at the Louvre. Jesus H. Christ. I'm like really nervous now. Let us be reasonable, senors. I am sure that this is a simple misunderstanding. There's no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Oh dear. What's funny is that's just a regular hand, so we don't actually know what animal that is. A fox among wolves. Now I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to do in a thing. I don't want to accidentally, unless that's the whole point of the game, is I'm supposed to accidentally, like, get a bunch of guilty people off. I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up to the office on Friday. But now it's midday on Monday. There's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning. I'm probably really drunk because I'm very upset that I accidentally pulled something amazing off. I should wait around a little. What am I saying? Falcon's a big bird. He can handle himself. I should wait a little longer. Alright, fine. I'll go look for him. I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way. Oh, God. Am I gonna end up... Okay. Well... He's probably gonna go visit the Baron in prison? That's where I would look. Excuse me, sure. I'm looking for my friend. I look like a lost and found. You buzz off, bird brain. All right, then. Never mind. Returning to the scene of the crime to figure out what else he missed. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Duhat. Down here. Oh, there you are. It's Sparrowson, right? That's right. Heard about the case you were involved in. No, like, yes, of course you heard of it, because I talked to you about it. Never would have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. Then I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can put up the best facade. Yeah, I suppose so. How's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night. Oh, you've seen him? He was brooding in the corner of Le Canard, salt and fucking drink for more things I can't say. Mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest. That place? That's a dingy student bar on Rue Jean, right? It's not dingy, just a little rustic. In any case, it's an enormous help. Thanks, mademoiselle. Anytime, Sparrowson. Alright, so we're going to the bar. You to pick me up? Come along to Madame Cornell's Student Tavern on Rue Jean. You're always welcome. Sparrowson steps through the doors of this fucking place. The dingiest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils fill with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco. Well, what's with my feathers of innocent little Sparrowson? I haven't seen you in years. How you doing, hun? Feeling pretty good, Madame Cornell. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named J.J. Falcon. Falcon? Yep, that sorry little lump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down. I'll take care of him. Thanks, madame. It's no problem, hon. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs. There's a specific room for drinking. No sign of him. Mon Dieu, I almost stepped on the big fellow. Falcon, what are you doing on the floor? That's where all the best drinking happens, is on the floor. Feeling on your first name basis with the owner of a student bar. I know, right? If I'm ever on the first name basis of the person who owns a bar, that's not a good sign. Falcon, wake up! Kick him! Wow, this bird's completely out cold. He must have drunk this place dry. Let's see how you do. How do you wake up a drunk person? Oh, yes! pour a drink on his head. Oh, guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey. You don't have to pour that much. Ah, good, you're up. Are you with us, Falcon? Yes. Feeling sober? Oh, god damn it, Joe. Alright, where's my phone? Joe just redeemed some double drink powers. I almost said powders with a D in it. That is not correct. Let me get that shit set up. My phone needs to react to me touching it first. How do you wake up a drunk person, claim double drinks? That's one way to do it. Let us see. No, I don't want that. I don't want to start playing the finale. I want timer. 15 minutes, go. All right. Think Silver should probably head back to the Aviary office so you can get some work done. I don't understand it, Sparrowson. Huh? I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. Yet a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? All right, bye, Jerome. We need to try harder. We need to try harder? Try harder? I don't know if we messed up or if the system messed up or what, but we just have to do our best as lawyers, I suppose. Maybe if we work hard enough, we can stop mess-ups from happening again. Sorry, Falcon, I don't have the answers, but what I do have is a freshly baked croissant from Pierre. Oh, I want croissant. I just want bread, pretty much. Speaking of, fucking Joe, if you've got recommendations of places we should be eating while we are in downtown for PAX, let us know. Somebody tweeted me earlier about like a mitiera or something like that apparently has delicious, I think it was enchiladas and deep fried ice cream was the exact description I got. So supposedly we got to go there. And there's like the Pinch House Boil, which we've been to before, which is fantastic. So we'll probably hit that. But I don't know what else. Back to this. I think that counts as a story time, so I'll double drink for that. Croissants. Yep, they're waiting for you back at the Aviary. I'm sitting here moping about justice and you offer me croissants. Well, it's not just croissants. I got some Pond's fucking chocolate bread. I could go for chocolate bread. Fantastic, then let's make a move. Alright, I admit it, these croissants are amazing. I told you, Pierre's on the Green River is something else. See, I recognize enough, I can't remember how to say anything in French, but there's things I recognize and I know what they mean. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call chocolate bread in America? They don't call them chocolate bread? Nope, pronunciation difficulties. America is a whole other language. Thanks, game. Oh, Rue is street. That's shit. I'm drinking. Yes, Rue is street. My bad. See, I say I recognize stuff and then I fuck it up. I'm gonna stop talking. What do they call them? Chocolate croissants. There you go. Oh, hello, tiny mouse. Brave of you standing at the foot of a falcon, but okay. God, I still am weirded out by the hands. Hello? Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles? I think those are still profiteroles, but rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate. Simply outstanding. Is this the aviary attorney? Can I speak to someone, please? What do they call crepes? Excuse me! This is the person who suggested good things. There's also Rita's Cafe on the Riverwalk itself. I also heard good things about Kimura, but I haven't tried it myself. They sell ramen. Ooh, nice. Return with a hot dog. Ugh! I don't do hot dogs. Hot dogs are gross. I just heard Jeff yell something, but it sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. Did you hear something, Sparrowson? Down here! I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you, little one? Oh gosh, where to start? Your name, perhaps. Mousy. My name is Mousy. Of course it is. What can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy? I have this friend, and he has fallen under some legal turbulence. Legal turbulence? You mean he's been arrested? I'm gonna call it legal turbulence. You are now under legal turbulence. That is the new phrase. I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. It's quite a problem. I know, but I forgot to mention, he's the Prince of Spain. I feel like that's an important thing to mention. The Prince of Spain. You didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start? I don't like meat bits covered in an intestine condom. No, I don't, especially when they're phrased like that. There's good sausages I can do. Like there's a place we like to go here in Austin called Frank.
which I'm totally taking Alyssa to, unless she tells me she's a vegetarian. But I even think they have a veggie version of stuff. That's all like sausages that are like they're like my favorite one is like a rabbit sausage, and they do all kinds of crazy stuff to it. And like that's really good. But like straight up like hot dogs, I feel like I've told this story before. The short version of it is when I was like really little. We'll drink for story time. When I was really little, I had an allergy to meat. I could not eat meat, but I could eat hot dogs. Hot dogs and cottage cheese were my only source of protein until I was like 6. And then all of a sudden, I just stopped being allergic and I could eat chicken and beef and all that stuff. So the fact that I literally would have a terrible reaction anytime I ate meat, but hot dogs were fine, should tell you something. Back to the game. I forgot. I must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more, not terribleness, expertise. Oh, the prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your reputation as a lawyer was renowned. Really? The prince said that? It's a great opportunity, Falcon. Yeah, this is suspicious as fuck. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain. Of course not, we'll take the case. Meh. No. Of course we'll take the case. Grab your coat, Sparrow. Son. We have royalty to defend. That's the spirit. Good luck to you, messieurs. Aren't you coming with us, Mousy? I have other matters to attend to, like hiding a body, but Prince Juan is being held in the conciergerie. I'm sure he will fill in all the details. When I was little, I ate hot dogs right out of the package. Mom cooked them a little, then put them back in the package so my idiot child brain didn't get food poisoning. Oh my god, Ashley, that's fucking terrible. That's terrible. Is there Angus beef with cheddar inside? Let's make a move. Alright, let's go visit the guy. Good day, monsieur. Oh, it's you two again. Nice work on the Lady Kitten's trial. Baron R is pacing around a cell right now, ranting about ran your neck. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's super mad, but hey, criminal's a criminal, right? The lion didn't want a death sentence. Probably shouldn't have killed a guy. You're not here to defend him, are you? Because that would be hilarious. We're actually here to see Prince Juan Sultan, heir to the throne of Spain. Mouthy fox, huh? Guy's driving me nuts with his seniorities and his flamboyant attitude. Say the sooner he hangs, the better. Jesus! Follow. Come on then, while we're young. Prince of Spain, I presume. Oh, shit. That's fucking great. Indeed, I am Sultan Juan, heir to the throne of España, and you must be the legendary lawyer, Senor J.J. Falcon. I wouldn't say legendary. I wouldn't even say notable. Such humility, I would expect nothing less from the renowned individuals such as yourselves. But let's get down to business. I trust my compañero. Jesus Christ. Mousy explained the situation. He told us that you have been accused of murder, but we need some further details before we can start our investigation. Of course. So what is it you wanted to know? I'm starting to, like, do that like, generic, just, like, accent thing again. I need to not do that. What were you reading? Let's start with that. It's just nice, you know, casual conversation to get started. They have some of tomato sauce on bread. Oh, God. That's a thing. What were you reading before we so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book, it is a Spanish classic, Don Quixote. Do you know it? Readings for squares. I'm gonna say I've heard of it. Let's see what information he gives me. I've heard of it. It's about the knight who jousts windmills, right? That's one part of the story, yes. The hero is a virtuous but elderly knight by the name of Don Quixote. In the chapter you mentioned, he takes up arms against an army of giants who are terrorizing a town. Quixote's party Sancho warns him that the giants are just windmills, and their flailing arms are just sails twirling in the wind. But Quixote doesn't listen. He takes up his lance, gets on his horse, and charges anyway. Sounds more like dumb Quixote, am I right, Falcon? Perhaps he is dumb, Senor Sparrowson, but many of us spend our whole lives jousting imaginary giants. Oh, that's fucking deep. Speak for yourself, Juan. I've never been jousting, let alone seen a giant. Think we're getting off track here. Indeed. I'll tell you what, Senor Falcon, I'll lend you my copy of this book. Maybe you'll have time to give it a read at some point. You're in prison. You're not going to do a lot of anything else. Maybe I will. Thank you. Cool. I have Don Quixote now. Don Quixote. Oh my god, Ashley. Next GDQ round is Owl Boy. My neighbor's good friends with the guy doing the round. Oh, neat. I actually don't know anything about Owl Boy. That's literally you saying it is the first time I've heard that is a game. Is there anything else you wanted to know? Yes. Why are you in Paris?
Why did you come to Paris, Prince Juan? I was on a diplomatic mission. That does not sound like it went well. At all. Do not know whether you are familiar with current events, but you may have heard that my country is in a state of turmoil. Contenders for the Spanish throne are slandering, plotting, backstabbing. It's chaos and the people are suffering. So I thought if I could befriend some French royalty, perhaps even the king himself, maybe I could strengthen my family's name. With the dynasty restored, I would have a chance at bringing peace to my beautiful nation. Oh, guess that plan's gone out the window. Sparrowson, don't be rude. No, he's right. I have failed terribly. Don't fret, Prince Juan. We'll do everything in our power to clear your name. Maybe he fucking murdered him too because he wasn't wanting to be diplomatic. I'm so waiting for that to be the thing. It's a game about a boy who is an owl. Sweet, thanks, prop. That tells me everything I need to know about it. It's gonna be an Owlboy demo at PAX South. Yay! I'm so excited I get to actually play demos and shit at PAX. God, it's gonna be so great. I get to actually enjoy the bits of the convention. All right, anyways. Thank you, Senior Falcon. I'm sure you will do your best. Is there anything else you wanted to ask? Tell us about the murder. To be honest, Prince Juan, I'm a little confused as to how a member of royalty could get in so much trouble. Could you walk us through your activities on the day of the murder? Of course, let's see where to begin. It was the cold and misty morning of the 6th of January. I heard that King Louis Philippe was unveiling a new painting at the Louvre, and I wished to meet the man myself. So after a brief stroll and picnic in the garden, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in the Louvre's Grand Gallery. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, international symbol of passion and virtue. How romantic. Before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howell, of course. Of course his name is Major Howell. Ouch, cried Major Howell. I pricked myself upon the thorns of this dastardly flower. And the major slipped to the floor, his face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died. Shit! Died straight away from being pricked? Straight away, senor. It was obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast. Nor do I, Senior Falcon, but clearly police felt the poison upon the rose's thorns was the only logical explanation. With so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So where did this rose come from? Acquired it from the beautiful Parisian flower sellers at the Le Hall markets. A girl by the name of Catherine Marie something. Drink again. But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself? I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poison rose has been added to your evidence folder. Don't ask something else? No, I think that's everything. Thank you. It's the plan, Big Bird. We have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime, the Louvre, and see if we can find any clues or witnesses. And we should interview the flower girl in the market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose. Did I spread over for 6 days? Sounds almost too easy. Nope, it's gonna send us places. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores. Okay. Wait a minute, Falcon. What is it? Something seem off about Prince Juan to you? He's quite a character. He seemed colorful to me. Throwing roses, spouting about literature. Juan's one suave Spaniard. Maybe I misread him. Look, if it's bothering you, then we should always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty secret, if he actually has anything to hide, that is. Let's dig up the dirt. So we got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be relevant. All right. New day. Let's... Why would I go back to the bar? That's interesting. Let's go talk to the girl with the roses first. Let's do that. Pair arrive at the market. Vendors and buskers, performers and thieves, bourgeois and peasants all bustle from place to place. Prince Juan said that he met a flower girl here. Something. We need a nickname. I'm gonna call her Cece. Cece, I think he said her name was. There's a swan with flowers over there. Do you think that's her? I think so. It's possible that she knows the murderer, or even that she is the murderer herself, so we should probably act with tact and finesse. Okay, the last time we said tact and finesse, Sparrowson was a fucking thing. I think that's what it means. Yeah, it is French for swan. It literally is just straight up swan. Or swan related. It is definitely swan. But I don't want to call her Swan. That's gonna be weird. So I'm gonna call her Cece. Don't yell. Don't yell. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Flower Lady. We would like a word. Tact, Sparrowson. Tact. We've been over this. Good day, messieurs. Are you interested in purchasing a flower? I'm really uncomfortable with her outfit. Like, she's a swan, bird. Like, all of them have bird faces and then humanoid bodies, but hers is like, I can't. I wish to purchase a rose, milady. I'm afraid that I'm out of roses. I sold my last one a week ago. You just didn't get any more roses? That's weird. Perhaps you would be satisfied with a chrysanthemum instead? 'Tis a beautiful flower from a fair maiden. All right, stop hitting on her. Please don't mind Sparrow. He fell out of his nest as a baby and has said dumb things ever since. Hey! Let me introduce myself. I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Are you Mademoiselle Cece? That's right, Catherine Marie Cece. I suppose you're here to ask about the royal assassination attempt? How did you know? I'm no fool, monsieur. I know that a rose I sold was used as the murder weapon. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken so long for someone to directly question me. I don't, just like a swan neck, and then there's, person collarbones. Just if you cover, it doesn't work for you. But, take your hand and put it up to whatever screen you're watching this on, and just cover the swan part. It's just it's not okay. It's not okay. Especially because, all the other, people in the background are people. They're not animals. God. Oh, and double drinks are done. We'll drink for my one last, oh God, moment. And that'll be it. The prison police seem to have a habit of missing obvious leads, so do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? Business is slow. Please ask away. Where do you get your flowers from? Where do you acquire your flowers from, if I may ask? Normally I gather them from the wild. Last week I found these chrysanthemums on the city limits. That's the same place I discovered this monk's hood. Okay, but where'd you get the rose? Because that's not just going to be, growing wildly. But since it's still winter, I have to buy a lot of my flowers from merchants who travel to Italy and the Netherlands. That's how I acquired the rose. What can you tell us about this particular merchant? Not a lot, monsieur. He's just an old man who passes through Paris a few times a year, selling his goods and wares. I see. No chance of him being a super secret assassin. No, monsieur. Did you want to ask something else? Who bought your last rose? Mademoiselle, you mentioned you sold your last rose a week ago. Who did you sell it to? The person who bought the rose. I didn't catch his name, but he was a charming red fox. Sounds like our Juan. Met him around a week ago on the 6th. We talked for a little while about the usual things, like how everyone seems to be in debt these days. Then he bought a rose and left. I hear that the fox is on trial, but to be honest, monsieur, I don't think he's guilty. Oh, why is that? Well, actually, never mind. It's just a gut feeling. No. Pressure. Mademoiselle, just so happens that we're defending this particular fox in court. If you have something to say that could prove his innocence, now would be the time to let us know. I'm sorry, messieurs, I can't. All right. Wait, Mademoiselle Cece, wait up. Damn. Nice display of tact and finesse, Falcon. You scared her off. This one obviously knows something crucial about the case. We need to get to the bottom of whatever it is. Agree, but I don't think she'll be in the mood to tell us anything else. I know. Why don't we try acting with a little more tact and finesse next time? Should I have let off? Hush. Damn, it's a new day, and I think it saves every time, so I can't just go back. All right, fuck. Yo, Adam, what's up? Let's go to the Louvre. Shit. I think I fucked up, everybody. Falcon and Sparrow make their way to the palace, the courtyard just north of the Louvre's Grand Gallery. That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember it. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way. Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Well, well, well. I never expected to see you here, JJ. What? This music. That arrogant voice. Good day, Severn. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine, fine, Severn. This is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severn Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Are you two old school friends or something? More like arch rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch rival implies some sort of competition. To recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions did you get humiliated terribly. Great. I'm amazed a failing birdbrain like you is still able to get clients. Actually, Severn, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I'm currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. Prince of Spain? Juan Quirdo? Well, well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct, I'm the prosecutor for the very same case. You knew that was coming! It is a pity that the Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. You are also a bird. That's one regal-looking cock. God damn it, pay those. Don't call me bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. Just one always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Oh, yeah?
I'm rubber and you're glue. A witty saying proves nothing. Oh! Very good, JJ. A worthy riposte. But enough talk. If you, messieurs, would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ, Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. I can't stand that guy. He does seem like a bit of a cockerel. But is it true what he said, you know, that he trounced you in court 5 times? Can't deny it. Severed has a reputation as a ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Cocorico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Oh my god. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, actually. I swear you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds are so busy with your heads in the clouds you don't even notice us small folk running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. See, this map shows the entire Louvre area. Everything from more shit I can't say to a road. The Louvre Road. Most convenient. Currently standing here. The carousel. Those pendant arrows seem to show where the route taken by the king's entourage. Which means the king first went here. Through the south. Oh my god, so much French. I need to remember more of my French. And then here into the Grand Gallery where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in the gardens? That's right, so that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here. So we got a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? Let's go to the garden. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained gardens. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree line. Falcon, doesn't that groundskeeper over there look familiar? Yeah, it's a fucking photographer. It's Robbie! Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? Robbie. It's a good thing I came up with a nickname so I could actually remember that. Robbie! Did someone call me? Oh, it's you, the lawyers who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue the more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was giving community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me an esteemed photographer. Community service. Me! Yeah, I can believe that. Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful that you got off without jail time. Pff, you sound like that self-righteous judge, Judge Maxine. So did you two want to ask me, or are you just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, Monsieur Robbie. Have you met a Prince Juan? So don't suppose you've bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? A Spanish fox? No, I have never met anyone like that. If this is about that assassination attempt on the king, then you are asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Was there anything else you wanted? How's that groundskeeping going? Terrible. Tourists are pigs, sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. Look what I picked up by this west entrance. A book page. A whole book I couldn't understand, but a single page? What kind of blithering moron loses just one page? Wait a minute, may I take a closer look at that, monsieur? Is it from my book? Don Quixote, that's a page from Don Quixote. May I take it off your hands, monsieur? Sure, what's it worth to you? What's it worth? It's trash. It's literally worthless. Then I suppose I'll be destroying it, as per my duties. Alright, I suppose you deserve a little compensation for your trouble. How about you give me the page and... I'll speak with Jugs Maxime. Speak with Jugs Maxime. I'll put in a good word and might be able to get your sentence reduced. Really? You'll do that for me? Thank you, Marshal. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, take the page. Alright, page 44 of Don Quixote has been added to your evidence folder. Don't you want to ask me something else? That is all. I'll let you get back to your work, Robbie. Cool. Alright, let's go through the King's Path. So this is that place with the stuff. If I understand Cocorico's notes correctly, this is the room the king and his entourage stepped in before heading to the Grand Gallery. This room doesn't seem to be very popular. I don't see anybody around to interrogate. Interview. Right, interview. Since it's quiet, maybe we should take the opportunity to do a little snooping. What would be the point? Surely all the interesting evidence would be in the Grand Gallery where the murder took place. Think about it, Falcon. The police would have already gone over the Grand Gallery with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah, they did a really good job with the last fucking murder. But I bet that numbskull Inspector Volerty didn't even think to check this room for clues. There might be a murder weapon just under our beaks. Your logic seems a little questionable, but it couldn't hurt to have a look, I suppose. Alright. Look inside that thing. Shiny copper urn. I guess it was used for carrying water or for cremated remains. Probably not both at the same time. Probably, but not for sure. It smells good. What? It smells good. Don't sniff the exhibit, Sparrowson. No, really, this urn smells amazing. It's almost chocolatey. Poor thing, you're hallucinating from hunger. Would you like to stop by a bakery on our way back to the office? Don't patronize me, Falcon. My nose never lies. I'm telling you, there's something in here. I can feel it. Now you're touching the exhibit. That's definitely a no-no. See, look what I found in the urn. Put that down, Sparrowson. It's someone's old rubbish. No, look, it's a chocolate wrapper. Judging by the smell, the chocolate was bitter and dark. 70, perhaps 80% cocoa. Belgian in origin. Wow. This bird is impressive as shit. Hey, Sam, what's up, girl? How you doing? Level of wrapper crumpling and the firmness of the chocolate residue indicate that it was discarded just a few days ago. Yes, I'm certain the chocolate contained in this wrapper was undoubtedly consumed on the 7th of January, the day of the murder. Wait, wasn't the murder on the 6th? I don't know. I thought it was the 6th, but maybe I'm wrong. You saw that from smelling the wrapper. Imagine what I could work out if I tasted it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Stop me by quickly. Oh, thank you for stopping by quickly. Saracen, if you could apply this level of critical thinking to areas outside of food, you'd be the world's greatest detective. Nope, that's Angus. Hey. If only all evidence were edible. So do you have any idea what shop this chocolate was purchased from? That might help us track us down. That might help us track down the person who consumed it. Like, I don't think, like, the rose was poisoned. What if the chocolate was poisoned? Except it was a fucking dog. Did the dog eat chocolate? No, there's no possible way we could know that. Suppose we'll just have to visit every confectioner in town and sample every bit of merchandise for comparison. What a chore. Interesting, because I can see Lander's Chocolate Emporium written on the wrapper. Well, can't blame a bird for trying. Alright, cool. That's probably all we need from here, but let's click on shit anyways. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of Santa podium. Maybe it's just a decorative piece. It's a Roman doorstop. Roman doors were enormous marble slabs, so the doorstops had to be similarly large in order to stay in place. I don't think that's right. Michael's a Roman historian. Trust me. I can't tell if this game is fucking with us or not. I feel like that's all I needed out of here. Some sort of ceremonial container. It's beautifully crafted, but what did it contain? Maybe it's an arcane wine cabinet. Don't be so ignorant, Falcon. This is a sacred Mesopotamian artifact gifted to Emperor Hadrian for his victory at Euphrates in 123 AD. Stop making stuff up. You and I both know nothing about Mesopotamia. Alright, you got me. It could be a hippo's chamber pot for all I know. Alright, I think we're just gonna leave here. Spend all day staring at Roman artifacts and suppose where to next. The gallery. Oh, there's a fucking porcupine over there. Here we are, the Grand Gallery, the murder room. I believe the murder occurred right here under the new painting. I see hundreds of paintings. Which one is the new one? I haven't the foggiest. We'll have to ask someone. How about we ask this prickly fellow right here? Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Excuse me, monsieur. You look like you know your Mona Lisas from your last suppers. I don't want any attention. Maybe he isn't talking to me. Okay, well, you're suspicious as fuck. Nope, he's definitely talking to me. Keep it together, Eric. Oh, hi. Would you happen to know which painting was unveiled on the 7th of January, the one the king came to visit? Oh yeah, I can help you with that. It's the piece right behind you. Yeah, I see. It's a painting of the king himself. That's one noble-looking penguin. What do you think of it, Falcon? What do I think? Well, I'm no art critic, but it's subtle and nuanced. Careful brushstrokes, the pre-Raphaelite soft tones, and the subliminal use of light. This is contrasted, nuanced work. It's an evocative painting that alludes to a forgotten era. Said a lot of words, but I'm not sure if I'm any closer to knowing your opinion. I'm getting the impression that you mentors aren't regulars at art galleries. No, we're a right pair of Philistines. Speak for yourself, Falcon. I've never been to the Middle East. Then I'm guessing you're here to investigate the king's assassination attempt, huh? That's right. We're actually hoping we could ask you a couple of questions about what you saw. Wasn't even in Paris when the murder took place. I didn't see anything. But, I have a friend who might be able to help you out. What's this? R&M Associates, the home of Renard Vulpes, the private investigator? Thank you, but I don't normally deal with these gray area of the law types. No, please, give the guy a chance. He helped me out of a bind before, and I'm sure he could do the same for you. I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep hold of the card. We appreciate the help in any case. It's no trouble. Alright, so we have this business card. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Is there anything else we can do here? Ideally, we would turn the whole Grand Gallery upside down in a hunt for evidence. It's not possible with so many people around. We should probably just move to another room. Alright, so let's go back to the carousel. We all done here? Yes. I think we are. Let's make a move. Good call. You can always come back later if we've forgotten something. New day! Drink for that. Bye, Game Nut. Okay. Let's go to the Chocolate Emporium. Yeah, let's go to the Chocolate Emporium. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Lander's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. I'm really concerned about this elephant, and there's a lot going on here. I'm Lander, the founder and owner of this establishment. I am JJ Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Ah, lawyer is very fancy. Must say I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me. What is it? It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop. For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. I'm rambling, aren't I? So are you monsieurs here to buy some chocolate? Yes! No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. Business? First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper... Oh, I fucking fucked up. First things first, we believe this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes, this is indeed the trademark the Haggle-Slack wrapper for genuine Belgian Haggle-Slack chocolate. Was most certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there was something else we wish to ask, monsieur. Who bought this piece of chocolate? Like, it's anybody. You know who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper? I'm afraid not, messieurs. That was because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. So your memory is good, but no, you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur. Let me think about who to ask about. Fucking... I don't like that I can still see all of these people. This is a problem. Major Howell. Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howell? No, monsieur. Are you sure? Yes, monsieur. I've served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing a major here on recent memory. What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead? Not necessarily. It just means that Major Howell didn't buy the chocolate that may have killed him. Still the possibility that someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead. We want to find out who. He did once serve a high-ranking officer of the British Army who was on his way to Zimbabwe, if you want to hear that story. No, I don't want to hear that story. We think. Who to ask about. Okay. My Pretty More game should take us to chocolate and ports. I know, I really just want chocolate right now. Just like some straight up chocolate. Okay. I guess. Like, we'll ask about Juan. You ever served Juan Cardo, the Prince of Spain? Prince of Spain? No, monsieur. That's good to hear. Our clue would have turned into a dead end if our own client turned out to be the chocolate fiend. Did one serve a princess from Mali, if that's any help. See, I met the girl while hiking through the Himalayas. Please stop. Think who to ask about. God damn it. Like, I'm missing people right now, which is a bit concerning. We'll ask about the swan. You ever served a flower-selling swan named Cece? No, monsieur. What are you thinking, Falcon? I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. If she were the chocolate fiend, our investigation would have become much simpler. But since she's not, she doesn't grow tired of these endless inquiries. Maybe she should come back another day. You know, Falcon, it's possible that we just haven't encountered the chocolate fiend yet. Rather than coming back here every day and making aimless guesses, we should wait until we have someone specific in mind. I did have someone specific, and the answer was no, so... You might have a point, Sparrowson. Thank you for your time, Monsieur Haggle-Slack. So return when our investigation has progressed a little. Anytime, messieurs. Okay. That's unfortunate. I spent a whole day out there. Alright. We go back there. See if we can get more information out of her. It has been 2 days. It's probably fine. I don't know why I would go back there. I mean, this is a freebie. Because it doesn't take a whole day there. So let's go there. Let's just see what happens. Ooh, customers. Oh. It's fucking Mousy. That's suspicious as fuck. Hello? Is this the office of Renard Volps? Ah! It's you two! Mousy, what are you doing here? This is where I work. See, R&M, Renard and Mousy. Monsieur Renard and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Okay. Well, to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Volps who chooses which cases to take on. I see. Well, then, can we speak with Monsieur? I'm afraid that won't be possible. See, Monsieur is on vacation right now. He's visiting his father in England. England? He's set to return in a week or two. Maybe you can come back then? It's no good to us. Our case will be over by then. There's nothing to be done about it. I suppose we'll have to come back later. Alright. Not helpful. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go back to the market. It's strange. I don't see any sign of the flower girl. Yeah, probably because you scared her off with your crazy tact and finesse strategy, dummy. Maybe you scared her with your horrendous and inappropriate flirting technique. Well, if you know that I can flirt like a peacock in tail fanning mode. We really don't have time for this discussion. Let's just continue our investigation elsewhere. Fuck! Okay. I don't see a reason to go back there. We can't go back there. I don't know why we would go here. Nothing's there. Might as well go to all the freebie places real quick just to make sure there's not anything around. A little early, aren't we? Just scoping the place out. Okay, yeah. I was like, maybe we'll run into the rooster dude there. We'll get some information. Can we talk to Juan again and maybe get something else? What do you want? I'm JJ Falcon, defense attorney for... I know you are. I saw you come by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week. Think you can make an exception for us? Visiting hours are over. We'll be quick. I said visiting hours are over. Did your bird brains understand? Parlez-vous français? I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon. Okay, well, I guess we're going somewhere else. So... I don't know why this is an option. But we're going to go here. Because it's an option. Really, Falcon, I thought you were done with your mopey drinking. I'm not here to drink, Sparrows, or mope for that matter. Taverns are fantastic hubs of information. If we wish to learn more about this Prince Juan, then this would be the ideal place to start asking questions. That's pretty good thinking. Ah, you two are back. You feeling any better, Falcon? Much better. Thank you for asking, Madame Cornell. It's great to hear, hon. Will it be the usual? No, I'm back to investigative work today, so I've got to keep sharp. Wanted to know if you've seen a Prince of Spain around here recently. Prince of Spain? I don't know if you've noticed, hon, but this isn't exactly the classiest pub in Paris. I'm lucky to serve the occasional bourgeois, but you can forget about seeing a member of royalty. That's a pity. Maybe I should ask some of your patrons. Feel free. The old regulars Rufus and Powell are playing cards in the attic, same as always. Got all sorts of colorful characters in the drinking room. Bet if you rattled enough cages, you would find someone who knows whatever it is you want to know. Thank you, madame. Where to start? Let's start in the card room. Start at the top, work our way down. Come on, pal. Just one more game of Jacques Noir. Absolutely not. My wallet is hurting enough as it is. Please, I'll even let you deal this time. Answer's no, Rufus. I'm skint. If you want to play cards, you'll have to ask someone else. Fine, I'll ask that big fellow. Excuse me, monsieur. Yes, you, monsieur. Would you care to play some Jacques Noir? Not today. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, surely you have time for one quick game. No, thank you. No, thank you. Maybe later. I understand. See you around. Oh, fuck. I've got to play if I want to talk to him. Shit biscuits. Alright. Big fella's return. Here to play some cards? Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur. Very well. You know how to play? Nope. I'm familiar with a bunch of other shit. Much better than those silly games. Let me tell you how it works. Deck of cards with values between 1 and 11. Deal you 1 card at a time. If you hit 21, you win. I give you 5 francs. 5 francs? That seems a little steep. This is a man's game, monsieur. Only children gamble over petty sous. Besides, higher stakes make for a more exciting game, right? Suppose so. Okay. So is this just blackjack? Oh, fucking the name of the game. Noir. Yeah, Jacques Noir. Blackjack. Okay, I fucking know what this is. Okay, that's 10. Hit. 14. Ugh, hit. Stand on 17s, y'all. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. Unlucky, Monsieur. Most unfortunate. Shall we have another round? Sure, deal me in. I think I gotta do it a couple number of times, or a certain number of times before he'll talk to me. That's my guess. Go for 21, I know. Alright. I have a feeling this game's probably rigged. Oh, hit. 1, 11, 20. Stand on that shit. Yeah! Fucking nailed it. I can't believe I'm an idiot and didn't realize it was fucking blackjack. Sure, deal me in. Drink for being an idiot. Alright. We're gonna fucking nail this walrus. 1, hit. 5, yeah, hit. 14. That sucks. Yep. We're making this fucking happen. I'm hoping I don't have to win a certain number of times for him to talk to me. 5, 6, 13. Oh, 17s are the worst. Stand. Damn it! Where am I at? Fucking, I gotta get my money back. If I win this one, it'll be the last one and see if I can get him to talk to me. 7. 18. Stay on that shit. Doesn't get much better than that. This is how I gambled away my rupees. It's fine. Alright, here's my payout. Should we have another round? No, I'm done. Maybe we're done. Maybe another day. Feel free to come back anytime. Alright. So I guess we'll go to the drinking room for now. So there I was, in the grasslands, 10 kilometers downriver, rifle in hand. Been pursuing the set of footprints for an hour. I was getting closer and closer. Could almost smell the beast. And I spotted it. It was a boar. Big, stupid boar. Completely oblivious to my existence. Readied my gun. Took careful aim. Then bam! You shot it? Now, it's the most peculiar thing. The boar slumped over dead right before I could take the shot. Sounds like one of them heart attacks. My nan went the same way. That's what I thought. When I took a closer look, I noticed the boar was frothing at the mouth. Whoa, it was rabid? Possible, but I don't think so. I remember reading something about frothing around the mouth being a symptom of poisoning. Yeah. You say I left the dead animal alone. Good call. Wants to deal with tainted meat. Yeah. That sounds a lot like what happened to our guard friend. Ask about the boar. Excuse me, monsieur. Can I help you? You say the beast you were attacking might have died from poisoning. Could you give us some further details? Further details? I'm not much of a poison expert, I'm afraid. What do you think caused it? Because it ate something bad. I saw some of that poisonous plant around. Wolfsbane, I think they call it. Oh, what's-her-face had some of that, didn't she? Really, I have no idea. I'm a hunter, not a vet. Excuse me. It's got Prince Juan. Excuse me, monsieur. What is it? Looks like you've seen a Juan around here. He's a Spanish royalty. Foxy fellow, swanky hat, calls everyone senor. That doesn't sound familiar. Recall seeing him like that, Piero. Ain't got a clue. Sorry, monsieur, he's barking up the wrong tree. You can tell us about the Spanish royal family. We look like walking encyclopedias or something? Afraid my compadre has a point. If you want to talk about hunting, then I'm your man. But Spanish royalty? It sounds like a question to have answered at a library, monsieur, not a tavern. Library, maybe you're right. Sorry for bothering you, monsieur. Okay, leave them be. Okay. I am convinced that these guys have something to say. But I'm convinced they have something to say, but I need to, like, play. But I also don't want to, like, be here forever doing this if that's not correct. Do, 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 do. 10, 12, 20! Alright. Yay, I win! I'm checking. Won't lead to any groundbreaking information about the case. Cool. Not doing it. Done. Nope, I'm done. I don't need to be doing this, so... Alright, so we'll go back to the entrance. Ready to hit the road? Yes. So we agree there was poisoning. Occasionally, a special cinematic scene marked by an exclamation point will pop up on the map screen. Cinematic scenes are only available for 1 day before disappearing, but they take no time to visit. Viewing is entirely optional. Well, we gotta fucking go look at it. Oh, here. There we go. A storm is brewing, my brother. Word of the royal assassination attempt has spread. Proletariats grow confident. The bourgeois are cowering. Won't be long before we have rioting. Oh my god, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then a revolution. Shit. That is a fancy fucking bulldog. Alright, well that was a thing. Alrighty. So let's go to the library, I guess. Here for a little light reading, are we? Not quite, Sparrowson. I'm following the hunting beagle's advice. Don't eat poisoned pork? The other piece of advice, that if we want to learn about a member of royalty, we should hit the library. That makes sense. So Falcon, I've been meaning to ask, since we're in a library and all, are you a classic literature fan or do you prefer more modern works? Readings for squares. Classics. I like the classics. You know, a bunch of shit I can't say because they're all French. Drink for that. I'll try X, Smart. I saw you reading that book of naughty limericks the other day. You didn't think I would notice because you put a dull-looking slipcover over it, but I knew, Falcon. I knew. You must use mind lowering your voice, as I can hear you squawking from the other side of the building. Wow, you got a lot of books there, buddy. My apologies, monsieur. We'll keep it down. Wait, you're a librarian, aren't you? An astute observation. Yes, monsieur. I am, as the only quiet person in the library, I am most assuredly the librarian. Well, now that we have your attention, my friend wants to ask you something. I do? Oh, right, I do. What can you tell us about the Spanish monarchy? Seems like a scholarly, well-read individual. I'm sure you're up to date on geopolitical news and the like. I don't need your praise. Spit out whatever imbecilic question is in the back of your throat. Jesus. Well, we understand that the Spanish throne is currently under dispute. Can you give us a brief rundown on who the contenders are? What a trivial question. Even an elementary school child can name the immediate heirs to every throne in Europe. All right. Yeah, but for the sake of those children who slept through that class, can you refresh our memories? Very well. Pay attention, because I'm not repeating myself. Current reigning monarch of Spain is Queen Regina Isabella II of the House of Bourbon, daughter of King Ferdinand VII. Upon her death, the crown would likely fall to her husband, King Consort Francis, Duke of Cadiz. Although it is certainly possible that an immediate family member could stake a claim, where the Queen's position is currently being disputed by the Carlists, headed by the Count of Montemolin. Hope that answers your question. Sort of, I guess. Did you catch all that, Sparrowson? Not a word. So we're really interested in Prince Juan of Spain. I don't think I heard that name in your explanation. Prince Juan Garrido? Is that what you said? I'm not sure. I think you've been misinformed. There's no current Prince of Spain. And I'm not even sure Garrido is a real name. It's certainly no line of any Spanish monarchy. Yeah, there we go. How strange. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, one thing's for sure. Our client is not the Prince of Spain. Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious when they came to us. Maybe he's a delusional lunatic. Or perhaps he's involving us in some sort of con. We don't have a lot. I mean, I want to point out that the picture on the card for that other private investigative business was a fucking fox. I think that's who this dude is. We don't have long before the trial, but it may be in our interest to confront Prince Juan directly and get some answers. Right. You done? Are you two quite done chit-chatting? Tell us about Don Quixote. Probably this book from a friend. What can you tell us about it? Don Quixote of La Mancha? It's a classic. Everybody has read it. I actually haven't. Yeah, everybody. But for those who haven't, I'm not going to sit here and summarize a great work of literature for two imbeciles who are too lazy to read. Nor would I expect you to, monsieur, but what can you tell us about the physical book itself? This particular book didn't come from my library, if that's what you're asking. See? It's no about library stamp or card. Soon it was acquired from a bookshop, a French bookshop, if the French translation and publishing information wasn't a giveaway. See, thank you. Any other questions, or can I get back to work? That's all. All right. Bids us good day. We gotta go to the fucking jail. Go talk to Juan again.
You again visiting hours are over. Come back later. No time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside. Can't talk to me like that. Most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of Statute 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our request may result in you, yes you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action. All right. I need to break out the legalese on me. I'll go open the cell. Oh, Falcon, how'd you memorize those criminal codes? Memorize? Come on, Sparrow, so I learn how to bluff. Oh, shit! So great. Ah, Senor Falcon, it is great to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope? Confront politely. Listen, Yuan, in order to maximize our chance of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. Can't work with half-truths. If you tell me one thing and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, then we're both in trouble. I'm afraid I don't quite follow, Senor. Do you want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Carrillo. Where is this coming from? I assure you, Senor, that I am who I claim to be. If you want your trial to be a farce, then you don't need my help. Come on, Sparrowson, we're leaving. Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all. Did you just say Monsieur? What happened to your Spanish accent? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Carrillo is not my real name, and I am not a Spanish prince. I was a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested. You wanted to get arrested. Why would you want to get arrested? Putting me in a difficult position, Monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger. How about this? I'll tell you a story. I like stories. There was a girl, a mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt. Everyone had a debt these days, Monsieur. Indeed, but this particular mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man. That man wished to collect. Mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man and I'll forget what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents. With no alternative options, the mademoiselle accepted. Another man, a gallant knight with foolish, archaic notions of chivalry, heard the mademoiselle's story. The knight knew that the murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, Monsieur? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yo, Ashley, you're the worst. I understand, Monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories. Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad that you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds some light on the situation. If I may ask, Monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information you had? Police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem? Tell you when I figure it out, Monsieur. Dwell on it. Perhaps we shall talk about something else in the meantime. What is your real name? It's an inner name. It's just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Today I am Juan, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Ryer, a pauper living under a bridge of the Seine. That doesn't change who I am or what I do. That doesn't really answer my question. No, I suppose it doesn't. But you're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect you already know my real name. Yes! He's Renard! He is fucking... Yes! You are Renard, private investigator. Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. But that wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim. What? You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that. This isn't about me, Juan Renard, Monsieur. We're trying to uncover the truth here. Of course. So what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon? That's all for now. Okay. I don't think we've learned much. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget, could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter? Whether the birds have flown south? What is that? Some sort of code? Something like that. But rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case. If we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Let's make a move, Sparrowson. The trial day is approaching. I don't think I've got enough to be able to do this fucking trial. Okay. I'm gonna go to R&M. Get past the message. Fuck, what are you doing? It's trial day. We have a Spanish prince to defend. Right, what was I thinking? Shit! It's the trial day! We're fucked. We're fucked. Oh, God. Shit. I don't actually know if I've got enough. Once again, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves waiting outside the doors of the tribunal, the courtroom. You feeling nervous, Falcon? Nope. Should I think we might have a handle on this case? All the pieces are coming together nicely. They're not, but everyone's gonna fake confidence. All right, let's demolish this pompous prosecutor with walls of evidence. Yes.
Senior Falcon, I trust everything is in order? Absolutely! I have every intention of bringing the truth to light in this trial. Such confidence, that's magnificent to see. Bringing the truth to light, you say? An admirable goal. No more jousting and imaginary giants. I never figured out what was with the chocolate. I don't... Shit. Oh, you cease your yammering. The door's opening. Here we go. Buona sorte, Senor Falcon. We will... What? Shit. I don't know. Are we ready? We're ready. We're not ready. I'm pretty sure we're not ready. JJ? Severin? Nervous? Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. The whole courtroom is nervous. Whoa, cool your feathers, Falcon. Terrible. You can't even maintain a stoic facade. Oh, this trial will be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. But if this is how you act before the trial has even started. Why, you pompous-tailed, posture-perfect... Oh, different... Order. Let's all settle down. Court is now in session. Psst, Falcon. What is it? It's just me or does the primary judge look hairier today? It's a different judge to the one who resided over Dame Catterline's trial, you doofus. Oh, still it's a little strange, isn't it? Not really? Not really. There are a dozen judges in Paris alone. It only makes sense that we see different ones in different cases. Excuse me, Your Honor. I was under the impression that Judge Maxime would be residing over this case. Where is he? Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. Well, this is now this is suspicious. Rest assured, as prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Cuerdo, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king himself. Roll call. Defense is present and ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Good, very good. Expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracy. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, this trial will be over in 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Just messing with your head, Falcon. Keep it together. So we're all on the same page. Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witness to the stand. Very well. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Just Valerty. Oh, fuck. I gotta do my pirate voice again. Stand up. Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Inspector Just Valerty. I'm a servant of the law, a scourge of the gutter rats. That will do, Inspector. We've heard your monologue before. Whoa, Cocorico really is going for a speed record, isn't he? Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course. At 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock? Really? 10 o'clock. Drink for 10 o'clock. Fuck. In the morning, I was called to the Louvre's Grand Gallery by one of the King's Royal Guards. Did you just say o'clock? There I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of Major Howell with a rose in hand, and around 24 citizens. I forgot which voice I was doing. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand and promptly dropping dead. What did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse? Coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from a prick on the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howell's body. Therefore, the poisoned rose must have been the cause of death. Putting these together, it does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Damn, I was hoping that the coroner's report would determine that the guy died from a freak heart attack or something. That'd make for a particularly speedy trial, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. Something else must be amiss in the old bird's testimony. Right, I'll tear it apart. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness. Falcon, wasn't it? Don't waste the court's time. A high-ranking police officer would never lie on the witness stand. I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying. I just want to make sure that every base is properly covered. This sounds like pointless nitpicking to me, but I'll allow it for now. I do not like this judge already. This is bad. Go on, Falcon. Do your cross-examination. Shit biscuits. Select a statement to question. Yeah, I need the... Okay. Yeah, poisoning. Let's talk about that. Inspector, you say the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison. Correct. He stated the signs and symptoms were textbook. There's no possibility his death was natural. What kind of poison was it? The coroner mentioned specifically what kind of poison it was? It was not certain. At first, the coroner posited that it was plant-borne poison like that of the aconite flower. When he learned of how fast the poison had taken effect, he knew that this was atypical of aconite. Consequently, suggested it may have been some newly engineered concoction. A newly engineered poison, you say? Well, that only reaffirms that this is a very deliberate assassination attempt. Indeed. have another question about the poison? Yes. How was Major Howell poisoned? How exactly was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism? Finger was pricked by the poison rose, even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnessed the murder attested to seeing and hearing this. Is there any possibility that he was poisoned by something else? What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim prick his finger and die. What are you suggesting? That the pricked finger had no relation to the poisoning? That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause. Unbelievable. Only a totally buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basics of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the defense that you found traces of poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was, in fact, the poison delivery mechanism. Actually, I can't tell him that. I dread to ask, but why not? We didn't check the rose for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused the poisoning, given the timing of the incident. Well then, now would be a good time to make a test. I clicked a button I didn't mean to. If there is no poison on the rose, then Prince Swan lives, and he is free to go. If the rose is poisoned, then the prince dies. But that's okay, because the punishment would be just and fitting of the crime. A marvelous suggestion. What is this, a witch trial? This isn't America, Severin. That's not how we do things here. Calm your feathers, JJ. It was clearly a joke. There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duty with due diligence. Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poison at all. Why's that? Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed by the police force. We burned it to ashes. Motherfuckers. How long have you been there?
Not long.
God. There's been multiple times I've thought I've heard you, but... Jesus, drink for low leg. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Jesus. Oh no, I pricked myself on the rose and I'm now being poisoned. Very believable last words. I know, right? I love how they burned evidence. Such unprofessionalism. If we had no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, then this whole trial ought to be called into question. Nice try, JJ, but through the process of reasoning by elimination, we could still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose was poisoned. No. In other words, there was nothing else at the crime scene that could have caused the poisoning. Wrong! There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison. Something the investigative police blindly overlooked. Fucking the chocolate wrapper. Look at this. What am I supposed to be looking at? This is the paper wrapper to a piece of chocolate. It was found in the Louvre, in the fucking that hallway. And we could date its consumption to the day of the incident. You're not suggesting that Major Howell ate a piece of poisoned chocolate moments before he died? I most certainly am. That's right, it's very convincing. Fuck yeah, jury. Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector? Police force does not have the time or resources to trawl every piece of trash at every crime scene, I'm afraid. In other words, you overlooked it? Astounding unprofessionalism. Prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector. For my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your damn job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. If you wish, I'll take my leave. Until next time, messieurs, when I can be just as incompetent. So let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene? Correct. You have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident? I do. I have an expert food tasting witness who is willing to testify if need be. You have a foodie witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about? Fuck. Oh, I see. But you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? Well, as a fact, we are still investigating. I see. Do you have evidence that this chocolate was in fact poisoned? Again, this is something that may require a little more time to definitively prove, so that in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poisoned chocolate. Instead, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plucked straight out of the gutter. That's weak, even for you, JJ. Let's move things along. I have another witness I would like to summon. He is a man who claims to have had excellent view of the people going in and out of the Louvre at the time of the incident. Call upon Monsieur Toussaint Kingley. Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath? What do we got? Hello, 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 hello. Oh, right, the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please state your full name and occupation for the court record. My name is Toussaint Kingley, and I'm a person who fishes. Person who fishes? So you are a fisherman? Oh, is that how it is? I thought the French justice was better than this. I beg your pardon. Here comes Toussaint Kingley, the kingfisher. Clearly, he must be a fisherman, because didn't you hear all kingfishers are fishermen? Well, you are carrying a fishing rod. And can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded a fisherman? Look, the
prosecutor's carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake. Fine, fine. We can list your occupation as person who fishes, not fisherman. Thank you. Actually, why do you carry a riding crop, Severin? I've never seen you ride a horse. I don't know, JJ. Why do you carry a 30-something-year-old with no health why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? This is veering quite off course. Could the prosecution please get back to his questions? Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingley, is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident? Yes, I was sitting upon a rail at the Pont des Arts. There we go. That's the new bridge. It's just a stone's throw away from the Louvre's south entrance, correct? But we have evidence that the dude was over here, so this is fine. That's right. What were you doing at the time of the incident? I was fishing. Kingfishers. Am I right, Falcon? Oh my god, racist. So you'd have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace. Can you tell us who you saw? Well, Louvre's a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people, but at 9 a.m. I saw the king enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then around 9:30, I saw the shifty-looking fox looking around the entrance. Your Honor, I object to the witness's use of the term shifty-looking. It's vague and biased description. No, really, he looks super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully. Then I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem. Rub the stem of a rose, you say, as if we were applying something to the flower, perhaps? I'm not sure. I shouldn't really speculate. Of course, it was wrong for me to ask such a leading question. Yeah, it definitely looked like he was putting some sort of powder on the stem. Wow, even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it sounds like we have here is direct witnessing of the defendant readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poison with his own eyes. I smell perjury. You do? No question. He saw a shifty-looking criminal readying poison and cackling near the scene of the crime? That's not believable at all. I think you might be right. I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Toussaint's story into doubt. Yes, Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Really? This nonsense? You can't call it nonsense! It worked the last time! Fuck off! You just heard the witness directly describe your client readying poison on a rose. What is there to question? All of that? All of that. I'm just trying to uncover the truth, Your Honor. Ugh, fine. Do your thing. Go on, Falcon. Go make a fool out of yourself. Fuck this guy. Alright. We'll say this. Like, I need to question that he saw him at all. So yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Sir Kingley, you claim you saw a shifty-looking fox. Yes, super mega shifty. Are you sure all foxes are shifty looking? Are you sure that fox was Prince Swan? There must be at least 100 foxes in Paris. How do you know the fox you saw was Prince Swan? Well, he's wearing a suave hat that hangs low over his eyes. I hear that's how they wear them in Spain. Not much of a fashion expert, but the rest of his outfit looked quite out of place for the French winter. Is that all you're going by? His fashion sense? Oh, I nearly forgot. I heard him call a passerby Signor. Thought that was peculiar. How dare you be a lawyer in my courtroom? I know, right? Well, that's him, all right. You have another question? Yes. No, I need to point at the book. Like, I know he wasn't there. I need to be able to point at, like, the shit. Where's the shit? Yeah, like, I need to be able to point at this. Jesus H. Christ. Alright, so I guess, like, we'll talk about the location, because I know the location, like, I can put him in the garden. Mr. Kingley, you say you were sitting upon the railings, the morning of the incident? Yep. What entrances can you see from that bridge? You have a good view of the Louvre South entrance, didn't you? Yes. The pond is a great vantage point for seeing the Grand Gallery South side. What about the other entrances? The other entrances mean, like, if you were entering from the gardens or the palace? Nope, couldn't possibly see those from that bridge. But of course, that isn't relevant. Sir Kingley witnessed Prince Juan entering from the south entrance with flower in hand, and that's what counts. What if Prince Juan used another entrance? What if Prince Juan didn't enter from the south entrance? What if he approached the Louvre from the fucking gardens? Above or below? That's a big what if. Do you have evidence that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from the gardens? As a matter of fact, yes, I do. I have definitive proof that Prince Juan approached from the west, not the south. Hey, I know what I saw, monsieur. I'm doubtful too. Go on, JJ. Show us this definitive proof that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from the gardens. Fucking that. Look at this. A book page. Page 44 of Don Quixote specifically was found just outside the Louvre's west entrance. This proves nothing. Not done yet. Take a look at this. Don Quixote. This is the book Prince Juan has been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he has had it on his person for some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. That was the first thing I checked.
You do realize what this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in the gardens prior to entering the Louvre. This also means that, in all likelihood, the defendant entered the Louvre from the west entrance, not the south. Could not possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the pond.
What? I know what I saw, monsieur.
A fine theory, Falcon, but maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from the gardens to the Louvre's south entrance by walking along the river. An extra 2 kilometers walking just to enjoy the pre-murder scenery? Let's not say silly things, Cocorico. Okay, maybe the defendant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation. No, you're the one who's blindly speculating. It's not blind speculation, it's a viable hypothesis. You're fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between 2 seemingly equal hypotheses, we must side with the one that imposes the fewest assumptions. Which of those theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Juan's book fell out on his way to the Louvre's south entrance. 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance that it would be discovered, then he took the long way around. How dare you, the nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts. I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes. Shit! Monsieur Falcon, please calm yourself. What is the point of all this yammering? The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction.
No, everything I've said is the truth.
I suspect the witness isn't even a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman. See, he admits it himself.
That's not what I've been.
Alright, I got some jury favor. That's good. Prosecutor, you have something that will put this arrogant Falcon in his place, don't you? I must concede. You concede? On this point, at least, Falcon's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Monsieur Kingsley's testimony is fake. Testimony is fake.
No!
This doesn't mean the Prince Juan is innocent, of course. All Falcon has demonstrated is that this particular witness is unreliable.
But I did see something. Really, I did. Alright, so maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. I did see a swan looking around the south entrance on the morning of the murder.
A swan? Do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How can we possibly trust anything you have to say?
Your Honor, Judge Romulus, we're out of time. We're 10 minutes overdue to start on Hare versus Tortoise trial.
It's that late already. Curses. I was hoping we could have the case wrapped up in a single trial session. It is a shame, but ultimately an accurate sentencing is always preferable to a speedy sentencing. Yes, all right. I don't need to hear your moralizing. Court will resume this Friday, the 20th. Oh, we have more time! Thank goodness! I was like, I don't know what to do with any of this. Prosecutor, do your damn job. Get the stupid fox a conviction already. All right. Fuck off. Do my best to ensure that justice is served, Your Honor. All right. They said Friday, the 21st? A lot came up in that trial, huh? No doubts about that. Something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingsley, lie on the witness stand? Maybe he was coerced. Well, it's possible that he was coerced or bribed. That's what I was thinking. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making up a story about Prince Juan. Let's keep an open mind. Anything is possible at this stage. But to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. The fucking judge. He's acting without a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth. But why? Maybe he's a vendetta against Spanish royalty. I'm not so sure. There must be something else at work here.
Excuse me, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it's this fucking guy.
Sorry to bother you, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you.
A letter for me? I wonder why it wasn't sent to my office.
Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Oh, hush, Sparrowson. I don't need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Oh, shit!
Oh, good comeback. So what does the letter say, Falcon? It's a threat. A threat made with cut-out newspaper letters. Uh-oh.
Whoa, I didn't know those things actually existed. Let me see. Stop your investigation or there will be consequences. Scary.
There's no question that the letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. He or she must be aware that we are getting close to uncovering the truth.
Sounds about right, but why would a person write with cut-out newspaper letters like this?
Masking one's handwriting could be the most common reason. Although I can't help but wonder why they would bother, since we don't have any handwriting samples to compare it to.
We're still going ahead with our investigation, though, right?
Absolutely. What if I hit nope? Oh yes, absolutely. If the lawyer were deterred every time they received a threatening letter, they would never get any work done. Besides, with only 3 days before the next trial session, we can't afford to be worrying about petty things like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, you're right. Let's make those days count. Okay, we got 3 fucking days to do more stuff. So we can go here to deliver a message. I need to look at my Facebook, I guess, to decide if I can go back here yet. Shit, yeah. Alright, yeah, we'll go here.
Hello again.
Hi, Mousy. Must we have a message for you. It's from Prince Swan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means.
Oh yes, the birds have migrated successfully.
So he got Cece out of here.
But if Monsieur, Prince Swan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them. Take them.
These are used train ticket stubs. It looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. I don't know how professional it is to check your Facebook during stream. That's a good point. Oh, thank you for saying that again, even though I just said it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had previously asked if the Swan had bought chocolate. So I could ask about Toussaint. Shit, yeah, I don't know if there's anything good out of that. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy?
Prince Swan said they would help with the trial. See the names. See the names.
Okay, so, oh, these are the Swan's parents. Okay. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are. Oh, yes, you do. You're not an idiot.
Neither do I, really. I'm sure, Prince Swan told me to book train tickets for these people and then to make sure they caught the train. So, that's what I did.
Strange, I'm not exactly sure how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep a hold of them just in case. Okay. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier. Good call. Okay. I don't think there's anything new I can do about the chocolate. I don't think there's a reason to go back there. I don't know. I actually am not sure. I just hit a button I didn't mean to hit. I don't need to open a folder. What do you guys think? I don't think I can ask about any more people buying chocolate. I'm gonna stay the 19th. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? We do have somebody suspicious. Welcome back, monsieur. So you finally decided to sample my fine chocolate? Perhaps you just return to ask more questions. It's just the questions today, I'm afraid. Who bought this piece of chocolate? Let me think. Who to ask about? The fucking judge. You're suspicious. You ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Yes, monsieur. Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you just say yes? Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January, to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. About 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. Okay, there we go. Nailed it. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean this judge likes to eat chocolate. If the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Haglesack, do you think you could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? Hey, do you want better, monsieur? I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. It's okay for us to just take it, monsieur. Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all. Yes! Just look at this thing. Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only true villainous people write in green. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Haglesack. You have been enormously helpful. Glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck on your case, messieurs. Okay, so we've got that. That's good. I get one more day. I guess I'm just going to the office, actually. It's the only option it's going to give me. Feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm so relieved that Prince Swan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. Still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? So as we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at the bar. Something wrong, Sparrow, so you seem unusually quiet. Falcon, we need to talk. What's up? See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing I do, I know. Anyway, I just realized we were missing a crucial piece of evidence. What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died. We know that he died of poisoning. So aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause. It's true, if we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison. Do not do that. I'm sure that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish, especially if the poison was just in the caramel filling. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson? Maybe. Stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that. Yeah, you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago. Okay, well, he's... Sparrowson? That's a big needle. Dr. Sparrowson, okay? He's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed. Thank God. How did you say this happened again? He was a fucking idiot. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He'll make a full assessment. It's good to hear. Thanks, doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. There's a matter of the bill. We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down. See, well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. Holy shit. This is terrible. What the hell is Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. Finally, I found you! Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken, you're one tricky lawyer to find. Told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. Uh-oh. Who's speaking? I can't see you, Monsieur. Step forward. All right, I'll step forward. It'll be the last thing you'll ever see. Oh, God. Au revoir, J.J. Falcon. Did I just lose? Am I dead? Oh my God, what just happened? What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Okay. Did it work? Oh God. Dame Catterline. Can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. I'm just gonna not say anything. Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row. It wasn't my fault. Where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Catterline. Wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say. How pathetic. You even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. Ouch! My grandfather. Prove you wrong. I can do better. What's you, Sparrowson? Have you come to berate me too? What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, Muncher. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up! Okay. I got a lot of questions right now. Guess I'm going back over here to talk to you. Come on, monsieur, wake up! So wake up, you're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness, I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician. Ugh, my head. Where am I? The pond, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know, you're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something. What time is it, actually? What day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January at around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning. 21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the court 10 minutes ago. Well, you're running late, but take it easy, Muncher. I'm sure they'll be understanding. No, they will not. Maybe if I sprint it. Your condition, that would be stupid. Take a seat. Clear your head. I'll get some dry clothes. No time. Wait, Muncher, take this before you go. What's this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, Monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure you were holding it pretty tightly when I found you? I was holding this, then I suppose it has to be mine. Alright, so I have a mysterious fountain pen. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Don't call me a fisherman! Fucking shit. I don't know what's happening. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Such unprofessionalism. There's no defense, and this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, but make it quick.
Before believing that a trial must be orderly and punctual, there is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying, but it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served. You're the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute. No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice. It's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present, Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, JJ, you look a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. It's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, Prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor. But Your Honor. Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. Jesus H. Christ. It's a pity the King of France is most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. The King of France? He's here? Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Oh, well, you see. You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was late, and, pish-posh, France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. So to speak, without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? Nope, no objections here. Go ahead with the trial. It's fine by me. Surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? God, fine, proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do, and I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. My entourage and I entered through the Louvre south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the hall with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. So when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain, he presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madames and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. This is no ordinary testimony. It's a testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom. I am all the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king, the utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Oh boy. I feel like the king should know that there's not a Prince of Spain. So, let's see. Hold on one second. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can... This is where we found the chocolate that we say was poison, so let's start with that. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the hall uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the hall? Could you elaborate? What did you see? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that there was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. I suppose you have to proceed, Your Majesty. And let me think. So there was a giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else, don't you ask? I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. Is it Kesha's song we're going down? No, that's not what she's yelling. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this Mademoiselle Mayo holds some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. Didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s.
young sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was, that one. Mademoiselle Cece? That sounds familiar, right? Yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Cece. See, this is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Cece gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. No, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting the gifted chocolates killed the Major. The line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, this is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Also, a dog ate chocolate. Like, it doesn't need to be poisoned. It is poison. Yes. Yes! Shame on your defense implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why I ought to end this trial. Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that's significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? This drama was just getting good. Why'd you get quiet all of a sudden? Well, Your Majesty, it appears the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe that the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well, I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Till the next assassination attempt. Adieu, messieurs. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I'd like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. Yeah, I even got a doctor's note. See? It's too late. Trial is over. Can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. Told you, Your Honor, my job is to get a guilty isn't to get a guilty verdict. It's to ensure that justice is served. Sir, you're the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to that hospital where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as aconite, aka monk's hood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomachs confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... Oh, we could skip that bit. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Fallret. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? We can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. So what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. The poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You've proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. Still making far too many assumptions. Where's the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Like right fucking here and dead. Those are our two choices. Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Did you find the swan? Yeah. Hello. You, Sparrowson. It's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous assist to the case. But what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness! Surprise witness? Remember you mentioned that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. Brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Cece, so that she could testify about Prince Swan's character. Putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. So once before you arrived, we established that Mademoiselle Cece is a possible suspect for this case. What? That can't be right! Sparrowson, it's okay. Mr. Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? You understand what you're agreeing to. I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Cece as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Swan, not to convict Mademoiselle Cece. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. No objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I swear, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good.
Please state your name and occupation for the court. My name is Catherine Marie Cece. I am a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Cece, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the hall, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard dies because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? I'm sure people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur, I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's.
Jesus Christ. It's not true, but okay. Well, defense looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. Yeah, it's because you did it. You're the problem. You just want someone to be convicted so you can get this gone. Suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. Shall we wrap this court session up?
I haven't finished?
I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions. To what end? You've already proven your client's innocence. Wish to uncover the truth. You're here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan. You've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has admitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance. I won't allow it. Fine, can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine, if it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. Can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Mr. Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, just show her the ticket stubs. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs?
Look at the names.
Papa and Maman. In Vienna, really? Are they really safe?
They are. These tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. So my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Dun dun dun! Fucking nailed it. Oh shit. What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before is she's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I've heard of dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor, although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Cece, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction.
Yeah, probably not.
Contract would suffice as proof.
Contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him.
How convenient. Of course this contract doesn't exist. Mademoiselle's no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, do you have something? You do have something. You have something. There, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Cece?
A link, of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made the contract with Mademoiselle Cece in the past. I know this because at this very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Chocolate, the receipt. There we go. That's what I needed. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What is that? What does the piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Landers on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus. Uh-oh. The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been from the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is undisputable proof of your purchase. Disputable? Watch me dispute it. What do you have on there? Is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a writing analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. That would be correct. It's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. The fucking pen? Oh, contains green ink. Of course it does. But first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that thing everywhere. Thought as much. Mademoiselles and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside of the hospital. Did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. So that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Fountain pen is the very... Did I say that was fountain pen was mine? Closer inspection, I say it must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. As we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. Such as Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate's receipt, Severin. The receipt was signed with emerald green ink. Saw me poisoning the chocolate, wasn't me. Saw me treason the courthouse, wasn't me. I'm not seeing it. Oh, I love it. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Cici, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Cici's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when that failed, you pressured Cici to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did purchase the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I'm the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the palace, at the fucking place before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody. Not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the court. What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty, you'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Don't touch me! Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. Holy shit. What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties? Given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, I believe the results are clear. Find the defendant, Prince Juan, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Yay! This one I feel better about, but also, who the fuck knows anymore? What happens to me now? Members, it was clear you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? Says you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. My parents really are in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Though now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
Need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before, before the fighting starts.
The revolution Judge Romulus mentioned doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. No, I think you should leave. Oh my god, we're getting a raid, but it's at the end of the stream. We're just wrapping up. Oh, damn. What up? What up with the sauce party? Afro raid. I fucking love it. How you guys doing? Welcome. Thank you for that raid. We're playing a weird ass game, but I'm calling it because it's been 3 hours. Perfect time for a raid. Yeah, that just means we just get to move on to another host raid kind of thing. But yes, definitely Joe getting that shout out in the chat. If you are not already following AfroSauce, you should be. He's a lot of fun. Cool dude. Good streams. Check him out. But welcome everybody while we play this weird bird game where they have human hands and it's really terrifying. I can't see my thing. Unbaked Storm, thank you for that follow.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Last time we did that, we found out we accidentally let a murderer go free, so let's not do that.
Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
Suppose the congratulations are in order, uncovering the truth in the way you did. That was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock. You and I both know this trial had produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Cece to be detained and tried. We've made up nicknames for everybody because I got tired of trying to say things. For such a silly game, the writing is pretty good. I know, right? Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? 10, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted her. Hey, Agent 007 AW, what up? Welcome. Thank you for that follow. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. Hey, 510 bits! We got a drink for that! Thank you so much! That was super kind of you. This one is for you. It's almost the end of my drink. Let's see. I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dog, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. Yeah, like what happened in the last fucking trial. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Cece and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice. Dean of Gaming, thank you for that follow. You're a good lawyer. Do that. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico. You're not terrible, Falcon. Well, bam! Must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. Yeah, what am I doing? Still using that old accent. I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal. We're just doing our jobs. I fucked up who was talking. No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. But I forget. Your payment. All right, how much money we got now? God, I'm a cheap-ass lawyer. Thank you, monsieur. It has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, monsieur, before you go, there's something that's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me?
Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record.
True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. Chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone.
Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Let's not go down this road, monsieur. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. It's where we should be paying attention to. A storm is fast approaching.
You mean the revolution the crooked judge mentioned?
Indeed, I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or another. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I'm a private investigator. It's what I do. I'm really, like, bothered by... I can't tell if that's his shirt, the top of his shirt, or if this is his shirt and he's just letting all of his chest hang out. I'm really not sure which way that's going, and that concerns me. Good day, messieurs. Okay. I'm going to get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? I was just going to ask you if you wanted tea or coffee. All right. And that's the end of that fucking chapter. I think he's letting his chest hang out. That's kind of what I think. So, yes. That is going to be it for tonight. That was certainly interesting. Just for giggles, we're going to finish the drink. Dear goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So yeah, so we'll have another stream of this probably next Thursday, I think. I don't know if I planned for it or not, so yeah, we'll finish this next Thursday and whatever the hell's happening. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you again, Afro, for the raid and for any of the raiders who stuck around. If you guys are down for it, we will make another raid happen. Because Josh is streaming. And we'll do some of that action. Because you gotta keep the raid train going. So, with that, if you're gonna be at PAX South this weekend, I will be there all 3 days. Please look for me tomorrow. I'll be getting there sometime after Hall opens. We're not gonna be there right when it opens. But I'll be dressed as Kyoko Kirigiri from Danganronpa. That'll be my cosplay tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I'll be walking around as Loop from the Adventure Zone with Jeff, who is going to be my Barry, which is going to be great. And then no cosplay on Sunday. We'll probably leave in the middle afternoon. But, like, if you see me, like, say hi. I would love to, like, talk to people. It'll be great. Hall opens at 10. Yeah, so I imagine we'll probably get there about noon is what I'm expecting. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys at PAX. I will do my Sunday stream on Monday. We'll be playing more Tales of Zestiria. And Wednesday, I don't know what I'm streaming for creative stuff. I should figure that out. But hopefully I'll see you guys this weekend. If not, I will see you on Monday. And you're all fabulous. And let's make some raid shit happen. So we'll and this is always Hey Listen is our thing for raids. So Hey Listen, throw a TR on there if you got it. And I will see you guys later.